The Shane Steichen era in Indianapolis has begun. The Indianapolis Colts currently hold 4 selections in the first 4 rounds, and they were widely expected to add a quarterback with that first pick. Will it be at number 4? Will they try to move up to get the absolute number 1 player on their board, likely a quarterback? That is yet to be seen. Sticking with this exercise, though, as we've done, they will be sticking and picking at 4. So we might be at the mercy of the computer here in terms of what's available to us. But I will say I kind of have a surprise in mind, and I will explain it, assuming that we are able to make the selection that I want to here at 4. But I will share my screen, and we will get underway. Of course, as always, thanks for checking out another video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single piece of content that I'm putting out over here. I'm doing a 4-round mock draft for every team in the NFL. We are going through based off where the team makes their first selection. So we've worked our way down to the Indianapolis Colts. You can check out my videos already out on the Bears, Texans, and Arizona Cardinals as well. But I'll share my screen and we'll get rolling. Okay. Wow. Christian Gonzalez at 3. Also, again, stick and pick. So as tempting as some of these might be, I think that the Colts would stick and pick anyway, especially no quarterback taken. Now, Bryce Young, number 1 quarterback on most sites and on a lot of people's boards, I'm sure. I question if they would be number 1 for Indy, though. They have never drafted a quarterback under 6 foot like Bryce Young is. Is Bryce Young going to break that mold? Also, I look at Shane Steichen's offense, and this is why I'm going to make the selection. You look at what he was working with in Jalen Hurts, and I think the addition of Shane Steichen makes Anthony Richardson or Will Levis more plausible. Anthony Richardson, a guy that's rising up boards, is going to be my pick here. 6'4", right at about 240. I think right now 238 is what he's listed as. We will see how the testing comes out and what he weighs in at the combine, pro day, stuff like that. This is one of the biggest risers among quarterbacks, obviously, but among everybody. I mean, you saw PFN has him listed as the number 6 player here. The velocity that he can get on throws, the arm strength is elite. And I'm not somebody that likes to just throw the word elite around, but I truly believe that he has an elite arm. And I think with his athleticism, he offers a much safer floor than people are projecting. Like, people are saying it's a huge risk and he could be a bust at the next level. I think that he's a safer prospect than a lot of people think because of those things in today's modern NFL, where, being a great athlete at the quarterback position is necessary. And highly coveted. I mean, look at the guys that are succeeding at the next level now. You got to have at least some mobility, but a guy like Anthony Richardson that can also be used on design quarterback runs in a lot of the ways like we see Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, these guys. I think that there's, definitely a space for him in the NFL with a very safe floor due to that rushing upside. And again, because Shane Steichen working with Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia, I think that the skill sets, I think that's something that they're going to covet in Indianapolis. I think he'll be amongst the top quarterbacks on their board, if not the number 1 quarterback on their board. Keely Ringo going pretty early too. I was a little, I don't know about surprised to see the Colts only having 4 picks in the first 4 rounds. I think with, it's a decent roster, but they'd probably like to have more draft capital at their disposal to add more. I mean, like, this could be a spot where they look to trade down in the 2nd pick. But obviously we're not going to do that here. And a lot of things are on the table for the Colts here. I mean, if you're looking at team needs, obviously quarterback number 1. They could use some offensive line help. I think that offensive line didn't perform to expectations last season. One of the more would have been the most expensive last season. Obviously, they need some wide receiver help. They need help on the edge. I don't think that this fell incredibly favorably for them. When you look at like 3 receivers here within the last 4 picks, I think any one of those guys would be in play. And I still think I really like Zay Flowers. I think he would make a ton of sense too for them. But we're going to go hot. We're going to take a little bit of a swing here on Nolan Smith. Very high upside player. Obviously, the injury last season at Georgia, but high pedigree, number 1 overall recruit when he was going to Georgia. So obviously a 5-star guy. He seems like a guy that Chris Ballard would covet for that reason. And they need edge help. Obviously, I don't know how early he's going to be able to contribute. You got some guys there. I don't know if Ngakwe is going to be back or anything like that. But you need somebody else long term on the opposite side of Quiddy Pay, and Nolan Smith could definitely be that guy. You can move him around a little bit. And yeah, I'm thrilled with that selection. Mm, dang it. Was really thinking about Marvin Mims next pick. Like I said, we're at the mercy of the computer though here, so man, these wide receivers just keep going, huh? It's a decent class. I think the thing is too, it's I don't know that the top end talent is there, but I think there's a ton of guys that go day two. Like it's very deep. It's a deep class, but there's not the top flight talent at the top. Mm, Yeah, we're doing a Shrine Bowl standout AT Perry here. I really like this guy. This is about the range where I could see him going as well, just to give you the skinny 6'5", 206. So big body guy, exceptional accelerator. I think would pair nicely with Michael Pittman Jr. and what's in that room right now. He can be kind of like the deep threat guy. I think he's a nice contrast. Let Pittman Jr. continue to win in the short and intermediate, and you'd have AT Perry be the deep threat, which obviously, like a guy like Anthony Richardson, definitely looking to unlock that. So, yeah, in this case, though, hopefully the Colts find other ways to address the offensive line and in free agency because we didn't do that within the first 3 rounds, at least here. We'll see how round 4 falls for us, but Carter Warren would have been a nice pick. Wow, no trade offers this time. This is a bit of a yeah, this is a bit of a polarizing pick. Andrew Voorhees from USC. There's people that have him, as high as round 2. There's people that don't even like him, like early day 3. He might not even be on some teams' boards, but I think here, it's worth a shot. Um, Pretty solid career at USC. You look at the size. You look at the size. 6'6", 320. Obviously, he's going to play inside. I don't think that you try to kick him out the tackle. I think he'll play in the inside. Probably be a right guard. Um, yeah, I think he's a good athlete, pretty light on his feet, good punch. But I don't think you asked him to kick outside or anything like that. I think you let him stay inside. And hopefully, you got your guard opposite of Quentin Nelson there. I'm happy. I'm happy with the way that I think this fell. I think, Anthony Richardson, I'm curious to see what people think about that one. So please let me know. I said about leaving me a comment. If you are a Colts fan, if you're not a Colts fan, either way, let me know how you feel about that. Definitely a swing from the Indianapolis Colts, but I like the pairing with Shane Steichen. Nolan Smith, massive swing, obviously. But the upsides there, I think without injury, you're looking at a guy that would go in round 1. AT Perry, got to love the size. And I think when you're talking about a pairing with Anthony Richardson, being able to unlock what he's able to do down the field, I think that's a really good match. Then Andrew Voorhees, again, kind of a polarizing prospect coming into this draft process. But, I think as long as you are confident about like not having to kick him outside, he's going to be the right guard there for Indianapolis. Again, I like his footwork. I like his hand usage. There's some stuff to clean up, obviously. There's a reason that he fell this far. There's a reason that people don't like him. But I think, as long as you're sticking him inside and just giving him a shot to be your right guard of the future, I think you got something to work with there. So there you go. Anthony Richardson, Nolan Smith, A.T. Perry, and Andrew Voorhees, the Hall for the first 4 rounds of the Indianapolis Colts 2023 NFL Draft. Again, let me know how you feel about it in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, leave me a like, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single thing. We will be back for another mock draft in the near future, where we will be the Seattle Seahawks next on the clock. So we'll be back with that. But until then, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.